Yahoo! Welcome, my beautiful brothers and sisters, fellow radiators of love, to Astro Fenixx, flying into the moment yet again and radiating love as always. And welcome to the daily oracle card message for today. It is Friday the 13th. Welcome to the daily oracle card. Messahe, because I misspelled a message. Welcome to the daily oracle Messahe for September 13th of 2019. Thank you so much for joining me on this video. I just realized it, but G and H are next to each other on the keyboard. I guess I accidentally put H, so this is the daily oracle Messahe. Friday the 13th never really it doesn't really scare me. If anything, weird stuff just happens. But of course, also here's the thing. We got a moon in Pisces. We got a full moon. So yeah, weird things are gonna happen. Weird things are definitely gonna happen. Let's see what we got going on for today's message. Let's see what we got going on. I'm using the Sacred Geometry Activation Oracle today. Alrighty, let's see what we got going on for today. And just for shits and giggles, I'm actually going to count the cards until it hits 13. And that's the card that we're going to use, because why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. No way. We got the card of consciousness. Wow, synchronicity is already on this site. If you haven't already, be sure to head over to my Instagram and check out the daily tarot card pool, because it's interesting that the cards that I pulled in that, their numbers actually added up to 17. So, and here's the other cool thing. We do have Neptune retrograde in Pisces at 17 degrees. So the moon will actually conjunct Neptune before it reaches its full moon phase. The frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention on all the multidimensional aspects that show up so that we can include them in our reality. Pisces does this on the regular. And we get this card during the full moon in Pisces. What? Look at it. It's a flower of life, right? It's the flower of life. It's beautiful. All these colors. Flower of life. We are multi-dimensional beings. Whenever you get to the full moon, and I'm going to actually make a video about this later, but whenever you get the full moon in Pisces, of course they talk about full moons being releases, yada, yada, yada. But this is a sort of collective release. And now it's like we're going to be birthing a new reality in many ways. We're going to be birthing a new reality, a new collective journey. And we are all multidimensional beings. We really are. And there's so much to this reality, so much to this experience, so much to this journey that is truly beautiful. It really is. Consciousness. Definitely a very good day to meditate. Definitely a good day to connect back to your higher self, to connect to your guides, to connect to source consciousness, because ultimately we all come from the same source. I've been seeing, like, on Facebook and different places, whatever like that, people talking about different religions, and you can't serve two masters and stuff like that. And it's funny because I think about this and I'm like, you know what? I suppose that's true. You can't serve two masters, but all masters are a reflection of the same source. So, you may get upset at someone for worshiping or serving a particular master, but then you have to realize that your master and their master comes from the same source. Of course, I don't know how I really resonate with that whole thing about serving a master. For me, it's more or less a guide. And when it comes to I'm feeling it's more like, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. it's not like, and this is awesome because my fiance said it so well last night, and I kind of expanded upon what she said, but she feels like spirituality is not, it's not something that like it's the way that she said it was so weird. So it's like spirituality, if we were to look at spirituality as like, if we were to personify it essentially, spirituality isn't going out and trying to recruit people actively. Spirituality is not out there in the streets with a sign, or with like, he's not like, spirituality is not one of those people that like is like a sign spinner saying like, come into our store. Spirituality, if we're to personify as a person, is an individual who's like chilling up in a cabin in the woods or sitting on the beach, and then you walk up to spirituality and you're like, hey, can we talk? And spirituality is like, cool. Like, spirituality is very zen about it. Spirituality is very like chill about it. And that's kind of how this goes. I think a lot of people, it's like we kind of fall into this things like, many are called, few are chosen. And I guess in some sense, spirituality is calling out to us, but it's not actively. It's definitely more subconsciously. It's definitely more subconsciously. And then when we have, like I said, this full moon, people are definitely going to be reacting in a very subconscious way. So there's going to be this sort of purge of, for all of us, of different aspects within our spiritual journey, and how we can truly move forward and not get super caught up on that which keeps us not in alignment. And it's okay to not be aligned all the time too. I think that's another thing, is that we feel like we have to purge all of our karma at this very moment. I get that sense within the spiritual community. This is like, oh, purge your karma, do the shadow work, do this. I'm like, you know what? It's not your job to purge it all right now, because hello, you build karma, you create karma every single day. At least while you are here, physically are incarnated in this 3D sphere. You build and create karma every moment of every single day. So you're not going to purge all of it, whether it's good or bad. You're not going to purge all of it. Like I said, if we were to personify spirituality, spirituality is not just out there calling and actively trying to recruit people. It's definitely more subconscious in nature. And when you approach spirituality will be like, okay, cool, I'm gonna tell you what I know. It's not something that's actively going out and seeking people. It's not actively going out and trying to recruit people. It's definitely more subtle. Let's see what we got for the dice roll. We have Venus and Cancer, the 12th house. Venus and Cancer in the 12th house. We got a lot of 12th house energy going on today. A lot of 12th house energy. And then Cancer is a high priestess sort of energy. And then, of course, Venus is about, self-worth, value, beauty, relationships. There's definitely going to be a lot going on with the relationships today. I believe that relationship dynamics today are going to change forever, whether you're with someone or you're not romantically. And I am feeling this is more romantically. I'm feeling like there are certain relationships that are going to change forever. Perhaps certain decisions that you make, because we can look at the numbers 1 + 7 = 8. So that's Capricorn's turning energy. There are certain decisions that we're going to make within our relationships today that are going to change the dynamic of those relationships forever. And they do have a spiritual undertone. They definitely have a spiritual undertone. And, this is a positive thing. This is a very positive thing, because whether you stay with this individual or not, you're going to most certainly attract the person into your life, or the tribe into your life that really does understand you on a soul level. We do have, like I said, Cancer here, which the moon rules Cancer. The moon rules Cancer. Not only that, but considering this reading, this will put Leo on the ascendant. So this is really cool. We don't have any energy in Leo right now, but what is Leo? Leo is ruled by the sun. And this is that courage, that strength, that ability to shine, that, not restricting your shine too. I think that's another thing, that sometimes we can restrict our shine because we don't want to offend other people. We don't want to step on toes. We don't want to, sometimes it's like we want to succeed, but then we don't want to like almost sort of not one up other people, but it's almost like we're trying to be a little conservative with our shine, and you don't really want to be conservative with your shine. Shine on, explore, experience, express the multidimensional you. You're not just this. You're not just one side of this thing. You're not just this one thing. You know, when people meet you on the street or people meet you and they ask you, "What do you do?" A lot of people always talk about what they do for a living, as far as like their job. Talk about some other stuff. Talk about some other stuff. Tell them how you're like a level 58 mage who, trains dragons in their spare time. Like, do something like that. People will probably look at you like you're crazy, but this is the moon in Pisces. This is the full moon in Pisces. You can actually get away with this shit. Like, you can get away with it anyways, but you can definitely more or less get away with it right now. When someone meets you, if someone meets you today and asks me, so what do you do? It's like, oh, I train Pokemon. Yeah, I'm a Pokemon trainer. Straight up. They'll be like, what? Yeah, I'm a Pokemon trainer. And they're gonna look at you like you're fucking crazy and you're a lunatic. But the truth of the matter is that you are that. If you really do believe it, you really are that. Don't get caught up on what you just directly see in this reality. Do not get caught up on that perception. It's all perceptions. Don't get caught up on what is readily available to your five senses. There's so much more going on here, guys. There's so much more going on here. And you might as well have fun with it, right? You might as well have fun with it. That is it for your reading today. I hope that you all enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, beloved, you can follow the link in the description below to astrofenixx.com. And as always, my beautiful brothers and sisters, always remember to keep moving forward, to stay focused, and Yahoo! Smile off.